time to prune the currant. It's through flowering. And I'm going to try to correct the splitting that I got from that dead piece in there. So hopefully when I'm done, it will, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I have the tools ready. I went to use these anvil loppers on the dead stick, and I got them stuck. So, you know, rather than shake the tree apart trying to get it loose, I'm going to see if Johnny will finish the cut for me when I see him next. I'm really having a conundrum here. I can't cut a third of them down to 1.5 feet because there's just no, well, hardly any leafing, branching down low. There's a little bit, but it's bug-eaten. And I have my eye on this stem here, and I'd like it to take over. But as far as all of this, you know, maybe my object should be to remove the big humps on it with some big cuts, and then just trim up everything else. You know, I'm getting a nice bushy habit way up tall here. Stupid, but it's what I get for letting it go so long without ever pruning it, because I just didn't know any better. And I still don't think that I know any better, and I'm afraid. But you live and you learn, and if you're lucky, the plants live too. And I haven't done a whole lot yet, but I made some big cuts already, believe it or not. Just the midpoint. Okay, this is the halfway point where I've done most of my hard cuts. Well, I have done all of my hard cuts. And I do think that I succeeded in getting rid of that split top look. But what's next is to cut all of those other branches back shorter and hopefully make it look a little more presentable. That's always my hope. Believe it or not, I think my biggest problem with pruning is that I have too light of a touch. But I decided to quit, and I'm a little concerned that I maybe should have done a hard prune on the part of it that comes over this way. Well, it's a couple of days later, and I'm afraid my OCD is going to make do one more cut. That one right there, it's not on the same level as those right there. So I was looking at this damage that I've seen a lot of on the currant, and I'm not sure whether it's bugs or just a response from the fact that we routed our dryer vent. I don't know if you can see that there. And so it blows hot air on this poor plant. And It's just the way it is. But while I was examining the plant, I saw it show up here. This was the last cut that I made to get rid of that extra tall one. And I had thought about trimming it to this leaf here, but then I saw the damage, so I decided to take it lower down. But lo and behold, I wish I would have done that, because look at that little leaf coming in. So if I would have cut it here, oh, it's interesting. I think I stimulated this kind of growth by pruning it. And I'm hoping that I didn't do any damage. So here's a video of the plant. And I'm done pruning it, I promise. And it seems fairly well shaped. But that little thing on the right is the Weigelia, which will get pruned pretty soon because it's done blooming pretty much. But the currant is all finished, for better or worse.